Let's speak a little bit more about Pravin Gordhan's new move. He's going off to cooperative governance, and of course he's going to have to oversee a lot of the issues regarding public service strikes and public service delivery, for instance. Do you think he's going to be well suited to that role?
Yes. Again, there's a political angle to this question. Again, will he get the political support to do what needs to be done? But I think from a technical point of view, certainly he's a very competent Minister of Finance, and I don't think he got the kind of accolades that he should have been gotten while he was Minister of Finance. But I think he's certainly he's a very competent individual, and I think he can certainly do that. But that is perhaps the single most difficult ministry in the whole cabinet at the moment, because that is where the real heat is being created in South Africa. That's where the real challenges are. That is the first line of when you encounter civil service. That's the first line of where you, as an individual, when you get to do with basic things like trying to get an account from the municipality, or get electricity, get water, those sort of things. And that is really where things are starting to go horribly wrong in South Africa, and a lot of people think this. So it's going to be extremely difficult for the new minister, to really make a success of this specific department. It is absolutely in need of a strong leader like him, and I really hope he's going to make a success of that. And perhaps that is part of the reason why the president decided to move him there, because he has been a good Minister of Finance, although he did not get all the support from the president while he was Minister of Finance. But we all know that he's a very competent minister. He was a competent Minister of Finance. Let's hope he's going to do the same on the local authority level. But I'm afraid I think he's got a real fight in his hand.
Can you perhaps address concerns of readers who think that perhaps this new appointment, our new Minister of Finance, may in a way affect their pocket at the end of the day?
Well, it's not really up to him. It is really, the reality is that we're running a fiscal accounts at the moment that are simply unsustainable, and that it is exactly the same. If you look at government finances, you look at an individual. The only difference between the finances of an individual and of the state is that the length of the numbers. But the principles behind that is exactly the same. Now, the state spends too much money. That is just the reality. And in the process, what happens, in order to balance the books, the minister has to go and borrow a lot of money. And we're talking about big numbers here. We're talking nearly 200 billion rand every year. And that money is simply added to the debt, and that means that you have to pay interest on this debt, and every year your interest bill keeps on going up and up. Now, that is unsustainable as it is at the moment. There are a couple of ways of getting out of this. One way, and this is of course the way that we all are hoping for, is that through strong economic growth, it will lead to a strong inflow of revenue for the minister, and he won't need to cut back on all sort of things. But unfortunately, the economy is not doing well. The Reserve Bank's own estimate is of economic growth of 2.1%, and I think we're going to be lucky if we see this year. And next year is probably going to be the same. So the economy is not going to save us here. And that means that we have to take some drastic other steps. And other steps are, we have to cut back on state expenditure, which is going to be extremely difficult as well, because try and go to the same local authority workers, or go to a teacher, or go to a health worker and tell them that you're going to cut their salaries, and see what COSATU is going to do to you. So that's going to be extremely difficult to do. Or the alternative will be to increase taxes. And even there it's going to be very difficult, because obviously COSATU and other role players are going to ask for more taxes on the rich. Unfortunately, we can't get much more money out of the rich because there are not enough of them. So those are the sort of questions that the Minister of Finance needs to answer. And if he really wants to get more money in, the only real alternative for him is to increase value-added tax. And I'm afraid increasing value-added tax is also going to result in a lot of noise and opposition. So those are the difficult questions and challenges of the new Minister of Finance. And for that to be successful, you need serious political support in the form of your president. And that is the real question. Is the president going to give him this sort of support?